The development of the Cadre system stands as a cornerstone in national governance, focusing on strengthening human resources at multiple tiers.
Precisely, Tao Zhang. And the dual-level approach ensures that both policies are both well-conceived and effectively executed, fostering cohesive progress throughout society. So in the draft document submitted to the 14th National Party Congress, cadre work is emphasized as the key of all keys. President Ho Chi Minh's principle is reaffirmed. Cadres are the roots of all work. And our major highlight this time is the focus on developing the cadre force at both levels, the strategic level and the grassroots level. At the strategic level, cadres are expected to have vision, political integrity, and the capacity to understand global trends to shape long-term national strategy. Meanwhile, grassroots cadres act as the closest link to the people. They implement policy directly and reflect public needs and expectation. A strong grassroots team ensures policy work in real life, not just on paper. So the draft also underscored the role of key leaders. Leadership is evaluated not only by professional competence, but also by ethical standards, responsibility, and the ability to set an example. To understand more on this, we are joining with Dr. Joe Pittman, now the Department for Politics from New York University, Canada. Thank you so much for joining us today. The draft emphasized that the leadership today is not only about administrative capacity, but also about moral example. So from your perspective, how does personal integrity of a leader influence the collective strengths of a party organization?
Really important question. I think that the personal integrity of a leader is not merely an individual virtue, but a collective political force that sustains the moral and ideological unity of the party. In the tradition of Ho Chi Minh thought, leadership is an act of moral pedagogy. The leader's character educates, inspires, and disciplines the organization as a whole. So when the leader embodies honesty, humility, and selflessness, they become living proof of the party's revolutionary ideals, transforming abstract principles into social practice. Such integrity strengthens the party's collective spirit by reinforcing trust between cadres and the masses, aligning personal conduct with socialist values, and preventing bureaucratism, corruption, or detachment from the people. So in this sense, the moral integrity of each leader operates as a form of political capital, the spiritual foundation of party cohesion, and the source of its enduring legitimacy as the vanguard of the working class and the nation.
Yeah, so in a system that emphasizes accountability and rotation of positions, entry and exit, up and down, how can key leaders maintain both stability and innovation in their leadership approach?
Yeah, great question. I think the principle of entry and exit, up and down, reflects the Marxist dialectical unity between stability and renewal within party leadership, ensuring that continuity of revolutionary purpose is sustained through constant self-renewal of cadres. Stability arises from the party's firm ideological foundation in Marxism, Leninism, and Ho Chi Minh thought, which provides the moral and political compass for all leaders, regardless of position. Innovation, meanwhile, comes from the creative application of these principles to new conditions, encouraging initiative, self-criticism, and responsiveness to the people's needs. Rotation and accountability prevent complacency and privilege, while ideological discipline guarantees coherence and purpose. Thus, when leaders approach change as a dialectical process, balancing continuity in principle with flexibility in practice, they ensure that leadership renewal strengthens rather than disrupts the party's collective strength, enabling it to remain both politically stable and dynamically responsive to the evolving demands of socialist construction.
So the draft documents emphasize that the leader's exemplary conduct can generate motivation across the entire organization. How can this be translated into a broader culture of responsibility and service within the public sector?
Another great question. I think that the exemplary conduct of a party leader functions as a moral catalyst that radiates through the entire apparatus of socialist governance, transforming personal virtue into collective discipline and social responsibility. In Ho Chi Minh thought, the leader is first and foremost a servant of the people, and their selfless example educates others through practice rather than command. When cadres and civil servants witness integrity, diligence, and humility embodied in leadership, these values become normative and emulative, forming a culture of accountability grounded in socialist ethics rather than bureaucratic compulsion. So, such moral leadership strengthens socialist governance, ensuring that public administration operates not for personal gain, but for the welfare of the people. Over time, this cultivates a revolutionary ethos within the public sector, one where service, efficiency, and honesty are inseparable from political consciousness, and where every official regards their work as a concrete expression of loyalty to the party, the people, and the socialist cause.